Fall in love with the process, not the outcome. Hello everyone, we're back. Deeply insightful philosopher Max here yet again. And I want to talk about something that I've been thinking about a little bit lately. People in my Discord gave me this idea. Join the Discord, also send me emails, also follow me on Twitter and Instagram. Fucking salute emoji. But basically, it's something I've been thinking about and it comes up a lot. Because I was thinking about this stat, you hear it all the time about like the number one desired job for children. What is it? It's not a doctor, it's not being an astronaut, going to the moon, it's not being a garbage person, nothing like that. It's never anything like that. It's never anything that's actually useful to society. You know what it always is? TikTok dancer, influencer, YouTuber, Twitch streamer, nothing. Gross, disgusting, we don't need you. Disgusting job, I hate it. I'm not biased at all, I think it's horrible. But you see it, every kid in the world desires either to be like what? They desire to be like a movie star, a musician, a TikTok influencer, an elite athlete, something like that, right? Because they love what it looks like. From the outside, this shit looks so desirable. Like everyone knows who you are, you have fame, you have respect, you make a lot of money. All this nice external validation, it's all lovely, but when you realize what it takes to get there, excluding instances of severe luck or like nepotism, what it takes for someone who has nothing going for them to get there, it's probably not worth it for the reward. And you realize this very quickly. You see this a lot with YouTube. I see this a lot with like everyone wanted to be a YouTuber right when I was young. They'd be like, I'm gonna be like a big gaming YouTuber. I'm gonna be the best. Gonna be funny. I'm gonna have the best commentary, editing, all this stuff, right? So they get to making the first video and they're like, oh, this is kind of tough actually. I have to learn how to film, have to learn how to record my voice, how to edit it together, how to do transitions, how to all this other stuff, right? They make a video, they're like, okay, it's out. Gets like what? 8 views on the YouTube algorithm. It's like, okay, we'll do another one. I guess it's gonna be a slow start. Same process, but this time they're like, I only got 8 views. But they get the second video out, it's out there. Oh, this one got 6 views. Oh. And by the time of the third video, they're realizing, wow, I hate doing this, and I don't really want to spend like hours just to get 6 views on a video. So they fizzle out. They're gone. They're done. They want to be an influencer, but hey, it turns out they don't actually like the process of making stuff. They just want the desired outcome. And this is massive. I don't know, maybe you're in this phase, maybe you're not. If you're just starting out and you're putting in a lot of work and you're enjoying it, that is fantastic. But people in my Discord recommend this, and I remember thinking back to when I first started with YouTube. If you don't know, I first started YouTube when I was in 2014. I've had like 7 channels, okay? There's a lot of them. My first YouTube channel was in 2014. It was a TF2 channel, fun fact. I did trading guides or like scrap banking. Awful videos. Absolutely awful stuff. But even so, I still loved it. It was horrible. It was like PowerPoint presentation level stuff. No voice, just text. But I found it really fun. Then I tried my hand again in 2016 with the TF2 channel. I think I got like 500 subs. And again, I really liked just the editing process. I really like sourcing footage, editing, effects, all that. Loved it. And I got more attention that time, like 500 subs. But like an insecure little bitch, I deleted my channel, and I can talk about that some other time. But that channel vanished. Then 2019 again, I started just playing my games, putting all my clips together, editing them funny, Franz J style, CSGO funny moments, and I loved it. I love compiling stuff like that. It's super fun, and at every time I've wanted to be a YouTuber or make videos, it's because I've loved the process. Even like I think at the most now I love the process. I love editing so much in Premiere Pro. I don't necessarily love script writing, that can be a real pain in the ass. I don't hate it, it's just it always takes a lot of motivation to get writing. But when it comes to editing, bro, put me in front of that Premiere Pro, give me all my give me all my B-roll, my footage, and I will just sit there for 10 hours a day editing for you, because it's what I love to do. You have to love the process, not the outcome. If you're doing anything for a perceived a perceived reward, whether it's what? Money, status, fame, respect, you're just not going to persist, are you? If your heart's not in it, you're just not going to persist. Unless you're a maniac, in which case, I respect the hustle, but I don't know. That seems a little bit crazy to me. I will say, though, I used to be a lot more critical of external validation. Even on this channel, if you look back at videos, I'm like, oh, external validation. And I don't think that's entirely fair. We're social creatures, us humans, right? We're looking for status. We're looking to other people to respect and like us. So it makes sense that we like external validation. I think it becomes a problem when you source all your self-worth, how adequate you feel from external validation. That's where it gets unhealthy. But I shouldn't shit talk external validation at all, because it's really nice. I mean, it's nice being able to have people who know me in servers and TF2, people who reach out to me saying they love my videos, stuff like that. There's a lot of benefits. There are some drawbacks. They're not that bad though. It's just like people being annoying and spamming me and just wanting to talk, and yeah, that's fine. You can manage it. But external validation is nice, and I don't think you should like try and like knock it out of your head that no, it's bad to get views and money. I'm a horrible person. Nothing like that. But it should never be the primary focus, because you're just not gonna go anywhere if you can't manage to sit down and write a song. If you can't sit down and manage to work out 3 hours a day, be on the basketball court 4 hours a day to become an elite level basketball player. If you're writing songs, writing music, practicing drums, practicing guitar, writing every day. If it's anything like that, if you don't love what you're doing, you're just not going to persist. And just cut it off, move on. And that's something I want to tell you, because if you, I feel like a lot of people do want to become YouTubers, and like who are watching this channel. I see a lot of it in my Discord, which respect, continue the grind, hustle on. You'll actually, on a quick tangent, this kind of links in with my, what was the video the other week? The good old days are right now. This kind of links in with that, because I would just really encourage you to enjoy what you're doing right now. I think back to when I was editing compilations of my friends and playing video games like 2 a.m. and just editing stupid funny moments. I genuinely think those are some of like the best memories I have, and I think I've lost a bit of that like childhood nostalgia fun about video making. So if you're on this stage, we're on the come up, you get a couple hundred subs maybe, dude, enjoy it. Because if you'll trust me, you're gonna look back when you make it, because you're going to make it. When you make it, you're going to look back on those days and just be so fond of them. I know I just derailed a bit there, but trust me, if you want to be a YouTuber and you're currently doing like, you're in the video editing phase, scripting, all that, and you're on the come up, it's so, I missed it a little bit. It's kind of fun not having anything, you know. You can take a lot more creative risks, creative stuff, but enjoy it. So this is what I'm saying. You have to enjoy this process of making stuff. You have to enjoy the grind. You have to enjoy upskilling yourself, getting better every day. Otherwise, you're going to have no hope. And I kind of say this half as a warning and half as a thing to reinforce to people who are doing it because they love it. Because if you do, that's fantastic. I kind of realize now that I would honestly sit here and make videos, especially when it comes to money. I don't really care about money. I do like getting views and subs and stuff. It's nice to like grow an audience just because I want more people to see my videos, which I think makes sense. But I wouldn't care. If I had enough money just to get by and I could keep making videos, I'd be so content with that. I've just realized that. I just love pursuing more ambitious projects. I love getting better, mastering the craft. I think mastering the craft is a big one for me. I really love the idea of just really improving at something, whether that's writing, editing, whatever it may be, and just seeing yourself progress. I think that's one of the biggest things in life. This might also be another tangent, but just seeing yourself go from a lower place to a higher place in any part of your life, financially, physically, with your goals, whatever it may be. To me, that's like what makes me the most fulfilled, is making progress. So, you know, just the art of mastering video making for me, it's what I love. It's what I love for now. It might not be forever, but right now it's the creative pursuit I see myself just trying to nail on the head. Is getting really good at making videos that people like to watch. And you just have to love that process, or there's no point. If you're not loving, well, maybe you don't have to love it every second. I will admit. Let me rephrase actually. You're not gonna love every second of it. Sometimes it's gonna be really fucking hard. When it comes to video editing, you know, sometimes when I have to source the footage, sometimes when I'm just sitting there, maybe it's been like 8 hours in Premiere Pro and I'm just kind of starting to slow down with my creativity and my edits. Sometimes you hit a bit of a wall. Sometimes you don't really, you're a part of a video which just kind of sucks. It's not going to be fucking beautiful all the time, right? But just like, you have to be ambitious with just the general idea of it. You kind of have to have like a feeling of like, when you want to go to make videos, you have to like, just maybe if you don't enjoy every single moment, just on a macro level, that's what I'm trying to get at. On like a macro level, you have to have a love for it. Because if you don't, you're going to fizzle out and you're just not going to be able to put the effort in and reach something like worth striving for, if you get me. Because if you're only interested in the road, you're not going to persist. You have to love the process, not the outcome. And I thought of this in terms, especially I mentioned it before, about like kids want to be influencers. You see them make like 3 videos and require like, oh no, I have to make hundreds of videos to get better, to get views, and actually build a platform and like make a living off of this. This isn't easy. And there's a reason so many people don't make it. It's just because they just don't see themselves enjoying it enough to justify it. And that's okay, to be honest. Like, I mean, when I was a kid, I've always wanted to be a YouTuber, right? Ever since I was like conscious. When I was like 10, I was like, damn, I want to be doing this. But maybe I was at first blinded by like the fame of it. I think people recognize me. But now I can truthfully say, as I've learned how to make videos, I just find so much fulfillment, satisfaction, and pleasure just in the video making process itself. It's just so satisfying to me, piecing things together, making clean transitions, all that. It's what really drives me. And of course, Excel validation, that stuff's nice. I'm never gonna deny that. I make a good amount of money for someone my age off of it. It's really nice having people recognize me. I love the fact I could go on my Twitter and like tweet the most deranged, funny shit, and people will somehow find it funny, even though it's like me just what I tweeted the other day. I wonder if Heavy and Medic have exploit each other's bodies or something. I can tweet shit like that and I'll get like 3,000 likes. The fact I can do that, that's kind of silly. That's a silly perk to being a popular YouTuber. I'll give it that. But just, you can never let that be the sole motivator, or you are just going to fizzle out before you make any significant progress. So that's basically what I want to say. Heed it as a warning, or maybe just use it, this video as like a reinforcing factor. Just make sure you love the process. Make sure you're constantly improving with the process, whether that's writing, you know, singing, anything, whatever it is. You just have to fall in love with getting better with the process. That's all I want to say. This one's felt like a bit of an emotive, kind of more rambly rant. Somehow it's been 10 minutes already, but that's all I want to get out there. So I've reflected on my YouTube experience, and yeah, I've just realized I truly just really like making videos. I like putting them out. Of course, Excel validation is nice, but I just love making videos. It's really as simple as that. It's what I see myself doing. Maybe not in TF2 forever, but making videos at some capacity, being an absolute goofball, some mischievous, silly man on the internet. It's just I just like it. It's fun. It's very silly. It's what drives me. Might be different for you, but that's what I want to get in your head. Because if you're in that process of like working towards a goal, maybe just reflect on if it's like a goal, for what reasons you want that goal. Is it because it's something you're actually passionate about? Is it because I want the views, I want the money, I want all the fame, this external validation? Because if your heart's in it for that reason, I don't think you're going to stick through. Maybe you will. Maybe you're insane. Maybe you've got a fucking David Goggins mindset where you're just like, I will be the best. In which case, again, respect, go for it. Don't know how you could do that, but those are just my thoughts. But yeah, another week. I've been doing well. Hope you're doing well. And yeah, just be careful. Be careful. Make sure you love the process. Otherwise, it won't be worth it. Nothing will ever be able to justify the reward if you don't love what you have to do day in and day out. Simple as that. That's all from me, though. I hope you're doing well. And yeah, farewell, elite level gamer.